we work for Eicher Excavating. We've been in the business, I don't know, probably 40 years altogether, something like that. And I operate this excavator, and it's a John Deere 200L excavator. And we, when we bought it, we were getting about almost 7 gallon per hour in operating it, and we put Diesel Plus in it, and it's down now. It's running about 6 gallon per hour when it's used heavily, and down to 5 when it's used lightly. And we've noticed a tremendous difference. And so we really appreciate the Conklin product. I've used some of the hydraulic oil or additive and in the other excavator I had, and it ended up the boom would come down from the excavator, would settle down, and I added that additive, and in short order it quit doing it, and it must have expanded the seals or something, but it fixed my problem, and so we really appreciate that.
All right. And Gene, I know we were out here, I bet it's been, what, 1.5 2 years ago when you first started using lube oil, I think it was. In fact, Tom, go over and stand by Gene there, and you were telling us about lube oil. I think that was one of the first products you guys had used.
Right, that was a 99 backhoe, and I think we started using it a few years after we got it, and we used it on our Extend-A-Hoe that pushes out 4 feet, and it's just on slide rails. It's not on bearings or anything like that there. And we've been using that since. Right now we've got 6,700 hours on it. And the JCB mechanic, which that was the manufacturer of the backhoe, was JCB. He says that our Extend-A-Hoe is lasting longer than what the others are that are using the manufactured lubes that they're recommending.
All right, and you guys were telling me all sorts of war stories here, just as we've been standing around talking about your different experiences with the products. Tim, I know you talked about some stuff, and if you got anything comes to mind, and Gene, you'd mentioned you're saving. You started with the lube oil, but of course then convoy oil or Diesel Plus probably next, and then convoy oil.
Yes, and we'd like to change also to the rear end oil. We'd like to change that over to Conklin because it definitely helps. It seems that all the engines run freer and we get better mileage. On my car, I had an automobile that I was getting 36 miles to gallon, and when it went down to finally 29, and at that point in time I started using Fuel Mate, and when I used Fuel Mate, it went right back up to the 36 again, and I didn't do anything to the engine. I didn't overhaul it. I didn't change any plugs or anything, and it just shot right back up there again. So it done the trick for me.
You bet. And Fuel Mate's a fuel conditioner, right? You designed to use all the time.
Yes,
just like Diesel Plus is the fuel conditioner that you're using, like in your, your dozers and whatever.
Yes.
Okay. And Tim, what do you got to add to this party anyway?
Well, I guess I'm the dozer operator. We bought a 07 John Deere 650J, and we noticed the fuel consumption was about at 5 gallons per hour, and so we just kept adding the Diesel Plus in that, and as we used it, we noticed that the fuel consumption was actually getting better, and so after probably about a year later, probably a good 1,000 hours or a year later, we've got it down to almost 4 gallons per hour, and I guess to us that's a big savings. That's 20% savings, and which is a lot of profit in our pocket, so we're really happy with it.
You say it's a lot of profit, dollars and cents, percentage-wise, and after paying for the Diesel Plus, what do you think you're saving?
I think we was comparing that. We probably, I had that figured out in my head here some time ago, but we're probably saving, if we're saving 2 gallons per hour, diesel fuel was at about 3 gallons something per hour, or per gallon, so we were saving at least $6 per hour versus spending just a little bit for the Fuel Plus, the Diesel Plus. So
yeah,
we were very happy with that.
Yeah, basically spending pennies to save dollars, you see.
Right, right.
So, okay. And how about Tim? I mean, how about Wes? You got anything that you want to add, Wes? I know you run a pretty good Bobcat with a sweeper on it, because there was a lot of dust in here this morning, Wes.
Well,
Stand over there by Gene so we can pick you up. There we go.
about the only thing I've seen was it's kind of embarrassing, but I ended up tracking some oil into some white carpet, and probably a month or so later we were doing a meeting here, and you had some cleaning supplies along, and that was the only thing I could find. I don't know what it was called, but it was the only thing I could find that would even come close to touching that oil on the carpet. And I've seen all the stuff that these guys have been talking about, and it's all true. So great product, and thanks.
Okay, thank you, Wes. All right. Well, Gene, Tim, you guys, any other overall comments that you might have?
No, we're just starting in the product for the last couple of years, and we really like it, and we think it's got more for us yet that we'll discover as we go on.
Okay, we appreciate you having the trust and faith in the guys around here to at least initially try it. It's proven out for you, and we'll keep track of you, and we'll hopefully get some comments. I know Tom, we got him on the internet on that www.family21.info, and we'll continue doing the same so your story can get out there.
Okay.
Guys, thanks a million. We really appreciate it.